we are about to review what the world has been waiting for. I know you know what it is. I know you know what it is.
I know what it is.
We all know what it is.
Deadpool and Wolverine. That was cheesy, I know. But it was funny though. Okay. People have been waiting for this for the longest time.
We're not saying that again.
I think Deadpool is hilarious. I think Ryan Reynolds is hilarious. It took me a long time because before it seemed like they were making him into more of a romantic type of guy and a little bit of action here and there. But then when he started being funny, he never stopped.
Oh yeah.
And he's a sexy guy
this
too,
is
by the way.
Pure awesome fit for him. It was perfect fit.
And I have a crush on Wolverine, okay? So
doesn't most women.
I like Hugh Jackman.
Or people, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah. I like Hugh Jackman, but I love Wolverine. I need him to be in that Wolverine costume.
Oh, you freaky. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about Deadpool Wolverine, rated R, 2 hours and 7 minutes, which is pretty good for one of these type of movies. Usually they're like 2.5 hours, 2:40. But this was a good timing. So let's talk about who was in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, she said it kind of fast, but let me reiterate. This is rated R. Like, I saw somebody bring their like 4-year-old little girl. The language is very adult. It's very adult. It's rated R for a reason. There's tons of F-bombs, but that's not, I'm sure you're like, my kid hears the F-bomb all the time. That's not just it though. They're talking about privates and whatever they want to talk about because it's rated R.
Because I heard some stuff in there. I was like, what the what?
Yeah. I'm like, if you want your kid to hear all that and see all that, then
it's almost like half of them don't look at the rating.
They don't care because it's Deadpool. He's funny, whatever.
And it's my kid, and I want to go, and I don't have a babysitter.
There's so much violence and foul language. It's great for us adults. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it, but
me too.
If my kid was still young, I probably wouldn't let him see it until he got a little older. But that's me. That's the kind of parent I am. So
okay,
you do you. Just giving out the warning, not judging.
The rating is right there. They just
I was just surprised. Well, I wasn't even really surprised because every Deadpool I've been to, they bring the kids. But they really fought for rated R on this one, and they really did a lot of stuff to make it rated R. So just know, this is rated R.
And there is stuff, remember in the last, was it the last one that he did that? When his legs got cut off and he had to grow back baby legs?
Yeah.
And he did the whole Sharon Stone thing where he crossed his leg.
Yeah, but that's still not too bad.
It's not too bad,
but
it
was cocaine and all that stuff too.
Oh gosh,
like
there was.
I don't know if kids should be exposed to everything at a young age. Sometimes they just gotta wait. So we stars, as you already know, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool / Wade Wilson, Hugh Jackman as Logan / Wolverine. Leslie Uggams is back as Blind Al.
I love her. Isn't she funny?
She's hilarious.
The way she cusses and just doesn't give a F.
And Rob Delaney is back as Peter, and he has a bigger role in this, and it's hilarious.
So what's going on in Deadpool and Wolverine? Because these two together, I don't know. I'll let you talk about the summary, then I'll talk about that.
Okay. Deadpool's peaceful existence comes crashing down when the Time Variance Authority recruits him to help safeguard the multiverse. He soon unites with his would-be pal Wolverine to complete the mission and save his world from an existential threat. Like, they are really integrating Disney Plus with these movies now, if you haven't already noticed, with this time variance thing. Because
are you talking about the multiverse?
Yeah, well, the Time Variance Authority, they are over the time.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I mean, if you haven't watched Disney Plus, you would still get the movie and you still understand it and you still enjoy it. But a lot of the shows on there are incorporating the Time Variance Authority, the TVA. So. Okay.
A lot of stuff really is going to Disney now that I'm kind of shocked is going to Disney lately.
Because Disney is buying up stuff.
That's okay. That's why, because I've been seeing some stuff. I'm like, that's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it used to be like clean just for the kids.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And now I think they bought. I want to say Sony. Don't quote me on it, but they bought something like that. The rights or some rights to some stuff.
They bought something because some of the movies.
And they teamed up with Hulu. So like all kinds of stuff is on Disney Plus. You can't just
don't put your kid in front of the TV and walk away.
Yeah,
because it ain't like that no more.
You gotta make sure.
Okay, now do we have some extra scenes?
Yes, of course. It's Marvel. You know this.
Of course.
So about 30 seconds into the credits, there's a scene, and then at the very end, there's another scene.
Is this Stan Lee?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, so we didn't get to see him in this.
No, because he passed away.
I know.
You know this.
I know. It's just we're just so used to seeing him in here. Remember, wasn't that him when he was like, "Is this the house of Tony Stank?" Was that him?
He's hilarious.
He really was.
He is hilarious.
I miss him. Okay, so we got some fun notes.
Kevin Feige, and I hope I'm saying his last name right because I learned how to say it, and then I was
it's Feige.
Okay, thank you. Served as an associate producer on X-Men that came out in 2000 and was present at Hugh Jackman's original audition for Wolverine.
I wonder why he even had to audition.
Because it was 2000. They didn't know, he was doing Broadway and
oh yeah,
other
he
type
was
of
doing a lot of theater.
So they had to make sure he was right for it.
He was doing
theater.
Feige
said, for Jackman and for me, and I think for all the fans of Marvel, it's unbelievable what has happened in 23 years. To have Hugh come back is incredible. For me, personally, that is where I started. It was his first on-set audition, and he flew up to Toronto to do a read with Anna Paquin. I remember sitting behind the camera, well behind the camera, at his audition. It's very full circle having him back in this new Deadpool film.
Yes, it was. Yes. I liked having him. I just like seeing Wolverine. I just like seeing those. Come out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Hugh Jackman has said Hugh Jackman said he was really done playing the character of Wolverine after Logan that came out in 2017. When asked why he chose to return for this film, he simply said, "I just wanted to do it, and I felt it in my gut," adding that he wanted to have the best possible time ever on movie set together with Ryan Reynolds. They're friends in real life, so
that's cool. I just didn't like them on set together in this particular movie as Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know why, they just didn't seem to click to me. Okay.
In X-Men that came out in 2000, Wolverine says of the team suits, "You actually go outside in these things?" To which Cyclops responds, "What would you prefer, yellow spandex?" The live-action Wolverine would not appear in his signature yellow costume until this movie, 24 years after the release of the first X-Men movie. Director Sean Levy said, "Like the rest of the world, I've waited 2 decades to see Wolverine in a whole movie with Deadpool, and I don't know if this is our last shot at the whole Wolverine on screen. So I was going to make god dang sure we get the old yellow and blue suit, blue just once, and that we get it right." Hugh Jackman said, "How did we never do this? It looked so right. It felt so right." I was like, that's him.
The spandex thing, I would have died laughing. I don't need to say, but So what's the ratings on here? What did IMDb give it?
They gave it 8.3.
Okay, pretty good.
Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter gave it 79%. That's critics, and the audience score is 97%.
That's pretty high.
That's very high. Now tell us how you feel, because you've been itching to say how much you didn't love it.
I did not love it. I just didn't love these two together. I just didn't, even though they're friends. I just didn't feel the spark with these two together. I don't know. I like Deadpool by himself for some reason. I'm gonna go with a strong 3.5 on this one. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd watch it. I'd say, Jules, go see it. You wouldn't be mad if you spent full price on it. So go. Matter of fact, go see it at the theater. It's just so much more boom and feeling when you go see it at the theater. So go see it there. And yeah, what do you think, Jules?
I really liked it, and I think what you're feeling is because they're not necessarily like liking each other in the beginning. So it's like apprehensive team up kind of thing going
Yeah.
on. But I did
It was
like
kind of
together.
a kind of constantly this, and maybe that's why I didn't catch the spark of them or the friendship of them in the beginning, and then when I finally got it, I was like,
It's because it took them time to be friends. But
yeah,
you know,
maybe that's it.
all the Deadpool movies, he breaks the fourth wall. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, and they did it on purpose.
This one, you might as well just fourth wall be damned.
They talked about it in there.
Yeah,
they actually talked about it in one of the
they talk
scenes
about a lot of stuff. They are very frank and it's so real. And part of the time you're watching the movies, some of the time, I mean, you just have to see it. We don't want to give away any spoilers. We're not giving away any spoilers.
It's funny too. It is funny.
That fourth wall is just.
It's like right now we're talking to you, in case you don't know, if you're not, to theater or anything like that. So if I'm talking to Jules, that's just us talking. If I look directly into the camera, that is the fourth wall. So here's wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, wall 4.
Yeah.
That's breaking the fourth wall, which isn't done too often unless it's done on purpose. It's done in theater as well, but
they did it a lot in this
You don't
movie.
do it unless your character is supposed to break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it a solid. I'm going to give it a solid 4 clappers, and part of that, because some of y'all might be like, "What? It doesn't get a 5." It's because when I saw it, first of all, the movie theater I saw it on a Thursday.
Was it
packed?
packed?
I go early. It was packed. I'm not used to it being packed on a Thursday. And then it's so funny because Deadpool, that people laughed and stuff so hard.
You can't hear.
That I couldn't hear some of it, but I mean, what I did hear, I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it was funny. It was I'm darn gonna watch it again whenever it starts streaming.
Darn watch it again.
Probably more than once.
I'm gonna darn watch
hilarious.
it probably more than once too.
When you see some of the stuff in here,
give it more than 3.5. What you doing?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Okay, Jules. Give me.
I'm not gonna bully you. I'm not gonna bully you.
Okay, don't bully me because she does that quite often sometimes. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, we want to thank you very much for tuning in to our review of Deadpool and Wolverine. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and follow us. Let me tell you where we are at. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. And even more importantly, we're on Cash App. If you would like to make a donation, anything is appreciated. If you have a legitimate company and you want us to represent you and you have some hats or some shirts or anything, just let us know. We'll shout you out on the show. And if you want to request anything, let us know. It doesn't matter what genre it's from. It could be horror, it could be thriller, it could even be
rom-coms,
romantic. Oh God, that was hard coming out.
Wow.
But anyway, it could be any of those. Wow. Just let us know what you want to see, and we got you covered.
I wanted to clarify something. I know some of y'all might be thinking, why didn't you give it a 5? Why didn't you? It's so great, so great. For some reason, I don't know, I'm getting kind of sick of the TVA. I'm getting kind of sick of those scenes with that stuff. I'm kind of getting sick of it, and I think that's what...
Of the what?
The TVA, the Time Variance Authority. People.
Oh, you mentioned that earlier. It's really bothering you.
and that's what kind of dampened my
your score
a little bit.
Your clapper.
But overall, I still enjoyed it, even with the TVA, all that. But I'm like, can we move? I guess you can't move on from them. They're in everything now.
Yep. It was good though. We
recommend
really seeing it.
And I would see it again, and I might even see it again at the movie theater. We recommend it.
Yep,
all right.
Go see it. All
Thank
right.
you for watching.
We are out. We will see you back soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.